Welcome to Key Tech. Please describe this channel if you are interested in today's video. After World War II, the United States became the biggest winner. The world's top resources were swept away, and more than 1,000 European scientists were forced to become Americans, including Einstein, von Braun, Fermi, etc., which also laid the foundation for the United States' technological hegemony. After that, although the United States has been advocating international cooperation, as long as there is a technology that surpasses American companies, the United States wants to completely destroy it. There was Europe's Alstom before and Huawei later, but the difference is that Huawei stood up and directly tore open the whole of the United States' technological hegemony. With the continuous upgrading of chip rules, China has completely given up its fantasy about Europe and the United States, and focused on self-developed technology. It took only 3 years to complete the transformation. Now it has the strength to challenge the United States. The launch of a security review of Micron is equivalent to giving the United States a warning. But it seems that the United States has not learned from it, and it is still not soft on Chinese companies. Soon, SMIC, DJI drones and other companies were added to the entity list, which not only restricted cooperation with the US technology system, but also required to completely withdraw from the US market. Fortunately, DJI drones are as competitive as Huawei. With years of hard work, they have achieved a high degree of self-development of technology. They have not only gotten rid of American technology, but also surpassed American companies in many aspects. Even if they were banned by the Biden team, DJI drones still occupy more than 70% of the US market, which can be said to have reached a near-monopoly position. This made Skydio quite dissatisfied. As the largest drone manufacturer in the United States, its actual share is extremely limited. It was once abandoned by the military and American companies. However, instead of introspecting its own technology, the company began to criticize DJI drones. Skydio publicly called out to the US top leaders, China wants to completely monopolize the drone market. If it does not restrict it, then the share of American domestic companies will be snatched away. The United States itself is eyeing Chinese companies. After having Skydio's excuse, the Biden team took unceremonious action. Under such lobbying, the US drone market was completely chaotic. DJI's competitors jumped out to target it. Skydio thought that the plan had succeeded, but it never thought that it would fall into a bigger dilemma. China officially took countermeasures. According to the British Financial Times on October 31st, a Japanese subsidiary of a drone battery manufacturer in Dongguan has been banned by China from providing drone batteries to Skydio. After confirmation by the supply chain, this American company has no alternative solution for battery supply. It can be expected that Skydio has fallen into a desperate situation now. Its market share is not ideal. Now it may not even be able to deliver the original orders to customers in time. It can only blame itself for provoking people it shouldn't have provoked. You should know that Micron has been supported by the United States all the way. Although its technology in the field is not the most advanced, it is at least the world's third largest memory chip company. In the process of targeting Chinese companies, it was counterattacked. Now it is facing the risk of withdrawing from the Chinese mainland market. Such a US giant can't beat China, let alone a half-dead company like Skydio. The US top leaders are now in trouble and are at a critical stage of the election. They have no intention of caring about Skydio. It is even possible that the restrictions on DJI will be temporarily lifted. It can only be said that this US drone company has done it for itself and has offended the most wrong people. The US drone market has proven that it cannot do without DJI. Under the repeated orders of the Biden team, no one is willing to give up this useful drone. Even the military has responded that it is highly dependent on DJI drones. This time, Chinese technology can be said to have won quite thoroughly. Skydio can be said to have moved to the gutter to get help. Such a dilemma cannot be solved at all. What do you think of this? In summary, China retaliated against the US lobbying against DJI, a US company, and banned its Japanese subsidiary from supplying drone batteries to Skydio. DJI's self-developed technology surpasses US companies and accounts for 70% of the US market. The US drone market is in chaos and Skydio is in dire straits due to its reliance on DJI. The US high-level election has no time to spare, so the restrictions on DJI may be temporarily lifted.